Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Wednesday and welcome to March. It's March. It is the end of March. March Home Fragrance Empties. It's a little bit cold today. We were really lucky to have a decent run of like kind of warmer weather, and it is, I think, like the low 40s, maybe low 50s today, and so I am back in my flannel for the time being because it's a little bit cool in the house. But I had a very productive month when it comes to going through some of my home fragrance, specifically a lot of my backup stash. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I burned in terms of candles and what I used up in terms of Scentsy, which it wasn't a whole lot for Scentsy. And I do have some thoughts for you guys about whether I think my little Scentsy warmer hiatus situation, whether that produced a lower electricity bill. So we'll talk about that when we get to the Scentsy stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and just start diving through everything that I used up. Anything that I highly recommend that is still available, I will link down below. Unfortunately, there's probably only a few things, so, but anyway. So let's start with what I have going downstairs today because it'll be the last burn today, and then I don't want to save it for next month. I'm finishing up rose petals, which you might see the second one over there behind me on that little cake pedestal stand thing. I love the rose petals candle, you guys. I really didn't think I was gonna like it that much because, as you know, I'm not really the floral person here on YouTube. I know there are a lot of people that love florals. It's just not my taste. However, something about this particular rose blend just really works for me, and I almost didn't think it was going to because when I got them, I was hoping to smell more of those like fruity notes that were mentioned in the description, but it is just a very rose floral scent to me and my nose. It's not the most exotic rose scent. It's not the fanciest rose scent, but it's just very pretty and very feminine. And I love the way that it fills up my entire house. The strength of the candle the whole way down has been very consistent. It's kind of about a 6.5 in terms of strength, but the throw of it, is amazing. So it's going downstairs right now. There's about this much wax in there. I can smell it up in this room, and that is traveling a long ways from the kitchen, around the corner, up the stairs, around another corner into this room. This candle travels. There have been people whose reviews I've seen that have said they can't smell anything from the rose candle, and that I can't imagine that because I can smell this thing throughout my entire house. Is it my favorite Homeworks candle? No. But do I recommend trying it if you do like rose scents? 100%. The flames got a little bit lower towards like the middle portion of the candle, but it never once affected the throw or the strength for me. I just never trimmed the wicks and just kind of let it do its own thing, and it's been perfect the whole way down. Hasn't tunneled in any kind of way. There's no soot. It's amazing. I love it. I will probably repurchase more, but what I'm thinking about doing, since it's not like my usual go-to favorite, I'm thinking about waiting until it goes on sale in the fall and then just snagging a few up after they go down in price just a little bit. I am trying to hold the majority of my candle budget for some of the newer bakery gourmand type items that are going to be coming down the way, as well as a lot of the fruity scents that are still coming. So there's that. All right, I finished a Root Paradise. Now this one, I did put the last little tiny bit onto my just hot plate candle warmer. I love Root candles, and Paradise is their favorite scent. It's not currently readily available on their website, but it should be by summertime. If it's not, I think it's a darn shame that they don't bring this particular fragrance back because it's gorgeous, you guys. This is the one that I can't get at the flower market that I go to. I can purchase Root candles wholesale at the flower market where I get my flowers for the weddings and stuff that I do. and my special events. But this is the one scent that they don't have available there, and it drives me nuts because I just love this so much. If this comes back around for summertime, like I said, you have to try it. It's gorgeous. The throw, the strength is just really, really beautiful. It is a coconut kind of pina colada type scent, but it's not heavy on the pineapple. It is more of a focus on that creamy coconut. It is just beachy and beautiful and tropical and perfection. And I was burning it when it was like snowing out. All right, I have a few of these. In fact, I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I have 4 of these. These are the Bath & Body Works Waffle Cone. Obviously, these lived their life in my candle crock. As I do every time that I do one of these videos, I'm gonna link a video down below that tells you all about candle crocks. They are not super readily available anymore, but if you Google, you might still be able to find them in certain places. Candle crocks are a great way to utilize candles that are completely full, that or maybe more than half full, that wouldn't do well on just a hot plate warmer. So you are able to get most of the scent out of the wax without having to light them. For example, I don't like burning this iteration of, this was essentially berry waffle cone, because it got really sooty. It had drowning wicks, and I just couldn't smell it very well. The first time this was released, it was amazing. It was in this purple, like ribbed glass perfection. They came out with it like this, and it just sucked. So 2, 4, they live their life in the candle crock. Usually I can, out of a full candle, get about a week and a half of like 24-hour fragrance. So that works for me. All right, Guanabana Daiquiri, finished this up. There was a little bit of residue towards the just kind of bottom part, like the last quarter of the candle here, that's stuck on the side. But overall, I really enjoyed this scent, you guys. It is not the sweetest, like fruity scent, but it was really delicious, really different from anything that I've ever tried before. The performance was great. I could smell it in the downstairs of my house. I do have one backup. I'm gonna save it for like midsummer, probably August, July. I think this is better scent for the summertime. But I really enjoyed this scent, and I thought the performance was okay. It did start to get a little bit weaker when I got just past the halfway point. I started only smelling it like in my kitchen where I had it lit. It didn't travel as far. So for that reason, I don't know that I would necessarily repurchase, but I probably would once the price came down. So if I can get these on sale or as is at some point, I will totally snatch up more because I do enjoy the scent. All right, and these guys actually came in a duo together. It's no longer available because these were the 3 wicks from last year. Berry Trifle, I love this one, and Pineapple Mousse, loved them both. I'll just show you guys how they burned. Pretty well, I mean, as the 3 wicks did. Berry Trifle, I love. I'm really bummed he didn't come back with it this year. It is delicious. It's basically what it says. Raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, vanilla pound cake, Grand Marnier sauce. That is what this is, and it is delightful. And I do have some backups, and it will be very hard for me once I get to the very last backup to burn it because it's just such a beautiful scent. And then Pineapple Mousse. This smells like pineapple Dole Whip. If you've ever had that, love it. My backups of this particular one will wait until summer at this point. I did feel like it was a little bit too early to be burning this, but yeah, I was just kind of craving some like different types of scents after like all of the heavy stuff from the holidays in the fall. Oh, here, this is the Berry Waffle Cone from back in the day. So I think it's the glass, and I think it's the wicks that they used here that were just far superior to what this is. I've been reusing these for just making like little arrangements for my clients as like thank yous. So I do like to clean these out and then, you know, get the label off the bottom, get some goop off, get all that off, and then recycle this glass that way because it's kind of a neat jar, but I love this. I do have several backups. And by several, I mean like probably 20 more of these, so I know. And then I have all these lids from those. Raspberry peach macaron in the mason jar. So these were from 2000. Oh, is that a wick that just came out? Yep. Cannot get on my carpet. And that's why. Dang it. I don't have a wipe either. Okay, well, all right, don't touch anything. Raspberry peach macaron in 2000. When was this? 14? Was this 2014 the first time this came out? I don't know. It's one of my favorite scents of all time. Really delicious. It has been re-released finally since then. But yeah, this was a favorite of mine. So went through 2 of these. The mason jars burn really well. So there's that. This was a key lime pie from Sonoma. I don't really like these Sonoma candles as much as some other people do. I have just wick stuff everywhere. Yeah, so I think these are good if you can find a scent that you really like. I don't think they're the greatest candle around. I do think that this thicker glass helps it burn a lot better than most Bath & Body Works candles. This one I did end up putting on just the candle hot plate after it was at this point because I just felt like doing that. I, for some reason, didn't want to keep burning it. I did notice just a little bit of darkness, not a ton of soot, but like just some darkness around the edges. And I thought, I'm just gonna go ahead and warm it for the rest of the time. And I really like the scent. I'm surprised they never came back with this. So they should have done that. I finished another pineapple scent from Homeworks. I don't normally like pineapple scents, I'll be totally honest. They're not my favorite. This one was a PR from last year. Homeworks does not send out PR anymore. So I got this one for free. I don't think that I would personally repurchase it if it came out again this year, and it hasn't as of yet. But as far as pineapple scents go, these Homework ones are really actually enjoyable. They don't smell as astringent to me or as like sickeningly, cloyingly sweet as a lot of other pineapple scents from other companies. So I did enjoy this one, and it burned all the way down. Like there is the tiniest bit of wax left in the bottom, so burned really well. Okay, and then I have just these, what was this called? Forbidden Fruit. So my mom, God, bless her heart, she's so sweet. She has some friends that used to sell Party Light, and she would just buy everything from them to basically like keep them in business. And she had these, there was 4 of them of these larger, like, what you call these, like votives? They're like the big IKEA votives, but in this really nice plastic. And there's a yummy smelling scent. I believe it was called, the scent was called Forbidden Fruit. These actually threw pretty well. I'm not a Party Light person at all, and I don't even, is Party Light even still around? I'm not sure, but yeah, I just took these for my mom because she has a million votives around her entire house from this company, and I was like, you don't need these, right? She was like, you can have them. But anyway, those were nice. All right, I asked Lisa to send me a couple of samples from some of the new Scentsy stuff that was out. So she sent me Berry Fairy Tale. This is pineapple, star apple, and raspberry. I thought this one was just okay. I wouldn't buy a full bar of this. Then she sent me black raspberry vanilla, which also, I think it's just okay. I wouldn't want a full bar of it. But she sent me also a sample of the Blue Grotto, which someone had told me is a dupe for Capri Blue, the Capri Blue Volcano scent. And I do think it's a very good dupe for that. So I will be buying some bars of that. And then I also used up an aloe water and cucumber. I actually only had just 1 or 2 left in here. And so as you guys know, I have not really been using my Scentsy warmers for the last month because our electric bill was just super high for some reason. We have a gas furnace in this house, so we don't use electric heat or anything like that. And our electric bill was just really high. And my husband was convinced that it was because I was leaving my Scentsy warmers on 24/7. And I didn't think that was the reason. And so I did a test where I was originally just gonna do it for 2 weeks, but I ended up doing it for almost 4 weeks. So I just really didn't use my warmers very much. When I did, I only used these smaller ones in the bathroom, and specifically when we had guests over, or I just felt like the bathrooms needed to be freshened up a little bit. So just for a few hours, a few days, I had on the warmers in the bathroom. And the electric bill for these past few weeks, I took a look, and it was $190 for the month prior, and then it was $160 when we got the last bill here. So it's not a huge difference. It's about what, 30 bucks? That could be because of the Scentsy warmers, but it's still not a huge difference in my eyes. Now that being said, I'm gonna go back to turning on my Scentsy warmers now, but I'm gonna turn them off every night. There's no reason for me to leave them on 24/7. I've really missed using up my Scentsy. It's a product that I really enjoy, and I do have my Scentsy subscription coming here in April because I have it set to come every 3 months. So I'm very excited to get that. And I miss it. I miss using my Scentsy stuff. So I'm gonna go back to it. But I just know now that it's a good idea to just turn the stuff off at night. There's no reason for me to leave it on at night anyway. We're in bed, we're sleeping. We might still be smelling it, but I'm not conscious of it. So there's no need to A, waste the wax, and B, waste the electricity. So do I think it made a little bit of a dent in our electric bill? A little bit, but nothing crazy. So we are trying to be really good about turning off the lights in all the rooms. Like, that's something that I'm usually good at no matter what. We do also have a pump outside for our outdoor jacuzzi, and we didn't run that a whole lot for the last few months because it was winter. And we didn't spend a whole lot of time outside in our backyard during the winter. So Craig did run it a few times, and I'm thinking the bulk of that, larger bill was probably because we were cleaning the jacuzzi out for a few days and just kind of getting a lot of the winter goo out and stuff. So, but I don't think that my Scentsy warmers had a huge impact. It was nice to have the bill just a little bit lower this month, but it wasn't massive. So anyway, I'm gonna go back to turning on my warmers. Anyway, hopefully that was helpful for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. I need to go wash my dirty, sooty hands here, but I will see you guys tomorrow for Beauty Empties. Take care. Bye.